everybody, it's Sandra the Wicked Reseller here. If you're new to my channel, I'm an online reseller. I buy things at thrift stores, estate sales, and yard sales, and then I flip them online for a profit on sites like eBay, Etsy, and Grailed. So this video is the Fat Bird Finds Your Hometown Challenge video. Most of you that know me or have been watching me know that I live near Palm Springs, and I definitely am going to feature some things from Palm Springs in here, but I wanted to showcase other areas of the Coachella Valley where I live. There are 9 cities in the Coachella Valley, all within about 30-minute drive, and there's a lot of neat things in some of the other cities. Palm Springs is cool, but the other cities have a lot going on too. So right now I'm in Indio, and some of you may recognize Indio as the place where Coachella is every year. Not this year. But I'm in downtown Indio, and Coachella takes place this direction down by the Polo Grounds. Coachella takes place there, Stagecoach. In this area too is the International Date Festival / Riverside County Fair. Takes place in downtown every year in February, and it's really fun. A lot of food vendors and dates. So the first few things I want to show you down here are the thrifts. Now, the thrifts are not open out here yet. There's one thrift store that I've been able to get into, and it was the Habitat Restore, and I think the only reason it's open is because they have building supplies, so they're kind of considered like a home improvement center. So that's the only place I've been able to thrift. All of my other favorite thrifts are closed, but I am going to show you those, the outsides of them. And this will probably be mostly a drive-by type of situation. It is going to be 110 here today, so I'm not trying to get heat exhaustion. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you, these are my 3 favorite, and they're all right next to each other, so I'll show you them real quick. Okay, so there is one of my favorites, the Southwest Church Thrift Store. They're closed right now, of course. So that one's there, and then across the street is Martha's Village Store. Both of these places usually have pretty good stuff, and then this building here is Angel View, and again, they usually have pretty good stuff as well. One other thing I like about Indio is the murals they have downtown. So I'm going to drive by some of my favorite murals and show you guys. And yeah, it'll be fun. Let's go. Alright, here's one of the first murals I wanted to show you. It's the history of the electricity in the Coachella Valley. So it starts over here in the early 1900s. You see the farmers there, and then the installation of power lines, Coachella Valley ice and cold storage. You've got some service technicians there, and then a homemaker in her home with her electric appliances, and then the Coachella Power Division building right there, along with a summary history of the electricity. It does need to be touched up. I mean, we live in the desert, so the sun really beats down on a lot of these murals, but this is one of my favorite ones. I'm a big history buff, so I like it. So let's go on, and I'll show you a few more of my favorite murals. Okay, here's another cool mural. Really shows the heritage of Indio and its history. It's called Moving Towards the Future, and I really love the colors in this, the people in it. We've got dates up there, and then we've got a golfer down here. And then have we have a family there, a musician, some artists, and then as we move down the mural, I'll try to zoom in. We're going towards the future. So from the past to the future. Definitely one of my, this is probably my all-time favorite mural downtown. It's pretty neat. All right, we are at Shields. Looks like they're open. It says open, please read safe in-store guidelines. So I'm gonna take you guys inside because it's really neat inside. This has been here since the 1920s. They've done some updates since then, but it's really cool inside. They've got gardens out back. So yeah, so I'm gonna step in and get a date shake and take you guys on a tour. I had to swing by the post office. I had 2 packages to drop off from eBay sales from this weekend. So I am on this post office sits on El Paseo in Palm Desert. El Paseo is often referred to as the Rodeo Drive of the desert. It has a lot of high-end stores, Gucci, St. John's, Louis Vuitton. It's got an Apple store. It's got a fancy Starbucks. So since we're here, I'll show you. I'm just going to drive by because, again, it's too hot to be outside. Our next stop after this, I will have to get out of the car. But I'll just do a drive-by and kind of show you guys. There are some really good restaurants that we like. There's a Daily Grill that's right down the road here. And there's an Italian place, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's really good too. It's super expensive, but it's good. So yeah, let's go. So we are in Cathedral City. I don't think I explained how the valley is laid out. So at the very end, east end of the valley is Coachella. We didn't visit there, but right next to it is Indio, and that's where the thrift stores were, and I got the date shake, and I showed you the murals. And then it goes La Quinta, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, Cathedral City, Palm Springs, and then north of Palm Springs is Desert Hot Springs. So we're in Cathedral City. We're right next to Palm Springs. And as I mentioned before, a lot of celebrities vacation here. Some own homes here. Some retire here. A lot of Hollywood people, writers and screenwriters and producers and directors, presidents, former presidents, retire here in this area. And that's been true since probably the 40s on. So when they retire here and then they pass away, they get buried here. So we are in Desert Memorial Cemetery in Cathedral City. And there are several celebrities buried here. Some silent film actors and actresses, some screenwriters. Sonny Bono is buried here. He was the mayor of Palm Springs for a while. And the grave that we're going to go see right now is Old Blue Eyes. Frank Sinatra is buried here. His wife passed away recently, so she's buried here. And I think his mother is also buried here. There is a mourner out there right now putting flowers on some graves. So I'm going to wait, and she looks like she's about to leave, but I'm going to wait because I don't want to film and talk while she's visiting with her, families. There you have it. Old Blue Eyes grave. Someone's got a bottle of Jack, put some flowers out for him. That was nice. And then his wife, Barbara. So there you have it. Here's the view of the cemetery. It's a really nice cemetery. Really nicely decorated. The Ramon Road, sorry about the wind, Ramon Road runs here, and that goes straight into Palm Springs if you keep going to the right, west on it. Oh, and look, I just noticed this. There are, hang on, pennies from heaven. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to head back to the car. I'm going to head to Palm Springs and make a couple of stops there. And that'll be the end of the video. Muffled. One of the most famous statues downtown Palm Springs is Sonny Bono. As most of you probably know, Sonny Bono of Sonny and Cher. But he was also a very popular mayor in Palm Springs here, I think in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. But there is another statue that's here that is my favorite. It is Lucille Ball, of I Love Lucy fame. So we'll go see that, and then they have, I don't know if you can see it from here, they have stars along the walk, and we'll do a short little walk, and I'll do some filming there and show you some of the stars. So there was a bit of foreshadowing at the end of that last clip. If you recognize this house, you know what I'm talking about. This is the Elvis Honeymoon Hideaway House in Palm Springs. Elvis and Priscilla lived here in 1966 and 67. They came here after they were married, spent their honeymoon here, therefore the name. The windows that you see there are, I haven't been inside, you can tour it, and one day I will, but from what I've read, these windows here are actually the master bedroom. So the bed's on the other side, and then you get the view behind us, which is a nice mountain view. So I lived here in 66 and 67. I've read that they originally planned to be married here in Palm Springs, but somebody found out and leaked it, and then so they decided to change it, but they still did honeymoon here and live here. Also, supposedly Lisa Marie was conceived in this house because 9 months after the honeymoon she was born. It is a, hang on, I'm getting a warning on my phone. Hang on. That it's too hot. I turned the AC off for sound quality, but I don't want the phone overheating. So, it is a mid-century modern icon design, considered the house of the future. It's pretty cool. I think it's for sale right now. For a cool couple of $1 million, I think you could probably have Elvis's honeymoon house. If I had that kind of money, I'd totally buy it. So there it is, the Elvis honeymoon. So hey guys, thanks for coming along with me on this tour of the Coachella Valley. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna head home and cool off and get dinner ready for later tonight. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you ring the bell so that you get notifications when I post new content. I post new content once a week, usually on Mondays. And then occasionally I do bonus videos and such. And I do vlog style. So I go through what I'm doing for the day, solds, hauls, that kinds of thing, personal stuff. So yeah, hope you guys are having a great week, and thanks for joining me on my hometown tour.